Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw, the better. Well, I see you already made the rounds. Let's continue then.
Troublemaker approach.
Well handled. My turn. There should be a hidden entrance here. There. We can access the lower level now.
Who goes? No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend to extract my surrender through means most lurid and foul.
Damn. The head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
How's that now?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
I rather think that line has some blurry distinction.
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really? Come on, Sam. No need to cut any bellies over maybes and ifs.
Please, if secrecy is your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost spirit of discretion. I have never betrayed a confidence in my life.
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place.
Yes, right. I have a family. Well, no, not as yet, but one day. I swear on my love of the Consul, let me leave, and I will breathe not a word of your presence here.
Do not allow these crabbled tears to fool you. This is all a performance. No true subject of the Protectorate would yield so easily. We're wasting time. This man is an instrument of empire, perpetuating the tyrant's lies. And were our positions reversed, he would not hesitate to execute us, or worse, send us to mental refreshment.
I'm kin to the risks, Zeb.
Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of having your every thought scrutinized and scored and made perfect? My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations. Fine. Seeing as you both lack the stomach, I suggest turning away now.
No! Matriarch, preserve me!
Seems she couldn't be bothered.
Feels ugly and wrong, what we just did. Doubt the Earth Directorate would approve neither. Or maybe you ought to start thinking like one.
We can waste air on the ethics of this choice so the Protectorate's boot is no longer crushing our necks. You and Niall should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best I can through the labyrinth. No turning back now.
No going back from here. Not until we've done what we came to do.
Hold! Don't set foot in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended by all manner of traps. One moment. Yes. It appears there are M-ray tripwires, invisible to the naked eye, that will electrify the floors if crossed. Move cautiously. And if you have any gadgets that might help, I suggest using them.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later. Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I can finagle these components into a fine explosive gel. Who knows? Could come in handy. Just doing my part. But thanks for the vote of confidence, Commander. Let's keep on. I'll continue tinkering on this in the meantime, see what I can come up with.
Forse che ci dà sotto qua. Allora, adesso invece.
In spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate.
both physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical body. I objected, of course, to my father becoming some chimera of machine and man, but was overruled. Now the Order informs me that, far from being a panacea, this attempt has exacted a toll on my father that is likely to finish what time and disease have already begun. I may soon be sovereign. And if that bears out,
You've made it through.
I will need to hide all of this.
Now there should be 3 switches
Burn
in
all
this
of
room.
my father's research
And
into
pulled in the correct
longevity.
order, the door
Seal
should
his
open.
auto-mech body
If
away
I'm
at the
reading this
factory.
right,
Of
the
bir sürü
order is
çocukları
1,
gitti be.
3,
What
2.
a mess.
But which switch corresponds to which number? Ah, damn it. Why must the
Olsun,
Protectorate
olsun.
abstract everything?
Let's see if we can't suss out which switch is which before we commit to guessing. Keen as I am to avoid another defibrillation. Maybe if we could peep the wiring.
Cannot treat the bueno. Sí. No.
On the first try. Well, I'll not lament a stroke of good fortune.
Does that seem a little off to you, Commander? I think he's starting to worry me. That whole business with the curator. Never seen Zeb so eager for bloodletting before. He's a changed man. Just ain't sure it's for the better. Not as well as I'd have liked to, at any rate. Well, no use stewing. We've still got a vault to break into and tyrannical government to topple.
By my grandmother, I cannot abide the time this research into the rifts is taking. It has been years, and yet I am still absent my wife and daughter. I am still half whole. The researchers swear it's possible to bring them back from the void. Perhaps those are only pretty lies intended to pacify me, but I trust Dr. Hurley to tell me the truth. I know the Consul wishes me to give up this obsession and focus on the war effort, but why should I? Am I not sovereign of Arcadia? Should my desires not take priority?
That vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No. Fuck! They changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
I might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander. Remember those components I found? I was able to turn them into something halfway useful after all. This gel should get us through that vault door. Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts. You take the honors, Commander. I'll be right behind you.
hoping for a more subtle incursion, but no matter.
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Alas, I neglected to pack the monitor. Ah, this terminal should allow me to retrieve all the information stored here. This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the Matriarch invented... nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now.
Check the
In
trip.
times of darkness, we must hold our principles dear. I fear the longer this war continues, the further we stray from them. Every step we take must honor the Matriarch. I tell Henry this, but he is set in his ways. His notions regarding these rifts are sorely misguided. Why close them when we can use them to Arcadia's benefit? It matters not what the Order thinks, what the doubters say. The Architect bestowed us with the power of skip drives so that we may secure a perfect future. We must act with haste. I only ever wished for Henry to embrace his role as the caretaker of Arcadia, the savior of us all. But if he has chosen a different path, I will do as I must. And I must not fail.
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Directorate was complicit. Niles, did you know?
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking about?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch over a century ago in exchange for skip drives. Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
What message? Why didn't you say anything about it sooner?
If this information is true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create a colony filled with her vassals, enslaved to her will. Everything Arcadia is, all of the suffering that's taken place here, it all could have been avoided. Things could have been different. That's just another story those in power tell to keep the rest of us complacent. We need to put that tale to the torch, even if it means setting the whole system on fire. I don't doubt that.
Let's say you're right, Zeb. What comes next?
I confess, my plans for after are more nebulous. The problems of that time are for greater minds than mine to solve. But they should have that opportunity, and we can create it for them. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work. Its evolution over time. But no original concepts, no sketches, nothing. Our dear Matriarch is a fraud, a cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. There are messages here between her and the First Sovereign that all but confirm it. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is almost better. By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Protectorate has been built upon. No longer will the Protectorate's myth of superiority be used as a cudgel against its own populace. If we administer truth to the people, their strength will return. Erstwhile, giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
If the whole colony ain't destroyed first by some fool trying to use a drive inside the system, there was causing the rift set. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth Directorate's reputation.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will figure out a solution. Science is their theater, after all. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided. I understand your reticence, but people should have the power and means to make choices for themselves, even unhealthy ones.
I couldn't muster less care for the Earth Directorate, but making skip drives available to all? That'd be like throwing a lit match into a fuel converter. Can't think of a worse idea.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences. And should I refuse to leave empty-handed? What then? Short of shooting me? No.
I know you're aiming to do the most good for the most amount of people, Zeb, but sowing chaos ain't the way.
Do you know how many of my friends died so we could reach this point? Audra sacrificed herself. And you would have me what? Give up now on the cusp of victory? Lay bare my throat for the Protectorate machine to cut?
You remember what we argued about the day before I left?
I've replayed it in my mind many times.
A lot's changed, but that hasn't. Life in Arcadia could be just like we dreamed it. But there's no future if you go through with this. Not for anyone.
Out of respect for my friend, I will forestall the release of this information and seek another avenue to help liberate the people of Arcadia. I'll remain here for a while longer to cover our tracks. The Protectorate will discover the break-in. but hopefully never learn more specifics of what we did and found.
Guess this is goodbye.
Only for now. If we both come out of this war intact, I'll find you. If you wish to be found, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd like that.
Go, Captain Luke. Quiet. I won't hesitate to defend myself. Let's go.
I think you got them on my target. Uh-oh, Commander. For mayhem. Swine. Sorry, Niles. That's what you get when you turn on your commander.
Go. The protectorate stays. I need not. It's in exchange for skip drives. Arcadia was what if everything Arcadia is. All the suffering that's taken place here. It all could have been avoided. That's just another story those in power tell to keep the problems of that time are for greater minds than mine to solve. But they should have that opportunity. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is almost better. But no, erstwhile, giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight.
Downsides like how the skip drives are causing rifts? Yeah, I say that's worth a fret. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth Directorate's reputation.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. Once the problem of the rift is solved and ships can enter the system, I'll admit, the Earth Directorate has much to answer for. But if they would help, I would welcome it.
Still ain't sure about loosening the skip drive designs, but we've got some time there. Until the rift is fixed, no one's going anywhere using one. Not unless they have a death wish. And this way, at least the Earth Directorate's reputation will stay intact too.
Whatever happens next, the Protectorate won't survive it. That's all that matters. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. I
guess this is goodbye. Yeah. We should keep moving, Commander.
Zebulon just sent word of your success in reaching the vault. I will be eager to hear what secrets were found inside.
Ah, kötü görünüş aslında. Neyse giydi.
Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. Reckon the information about the matriarch and the skip drive will stir up some fervor, but Zeb was right. The people deserve to know the truth. Well, most of it. The Earth Director is lucky we persuaded Zeb to leave his name out of all of this. I keep coming back to that same thought. I mean, leaving a whole colony to suffer under tyranny all for its own benefit? That flies in the face of everything the Earth Directorate stands for. Right. And those stories don't tend to end well for the folks pressing blindly ahead, do they? Permission to speak candid, Commander. Yeah. Suppose we moved well past formalities. I flat out refuse to see it before, but maybe you've been right about the Earth Directorate this whole time. They're no more immune to corruption than anyone else with power. Besides, look at all we've accomplished without its resources or support. Arcadia only stands a chance because of us, not the Earth Directorate. Might be we're better off on our own, answering the no one, achieving the ends, and damn the means. We're already steeped in blood, like it or not. Can't believe I wasted so many years, guns down, waiting on rescue from the Earth Directorate. Never again. Thanks for helping me finally shed the rose-tinted goggles, Commander. Only regret it took so long.
Long look? Ah. Yes, control the cloaking device.
Was wondering when you finally see sense about keeping an arbiter around. Sure.
Warriors down. Collectibles. Какво точно друго не остава? Освен да се върнем тук. Да видим там какво става. Мапа. Добре, давай първо там ще бъде.
Don't cause trouble. I don't need the extra paperwork.
I'd prefer to fight a trained raptidon than a feral one. Well, neither, if I had a say in the matter.
Чакай, не това. Това снайпер.
Consume no time to conversate.
Тия ги крадяхме. Yeah. Yeah. Ah.
This factory used to be a protectorate site, you know. It's really going downhill under the new owners.
All right, that marks an hour since ingestion. Now, tell me, how do you feel? And remember, this is for user research, so please be honest.
I swear, everything around here's held together with not more than a wish and old adhesive. I think I see the problem now. Wait, is that skin? Damn it, Lowry. Am I gonna be picking you out of every transformer?
Kratos toda. Chemical cow. Oh. Este é cudowny.
They ain't paying me to hallucinate. All clear. When I got deployed, I didn't reckon it'd be so damn loud out here. Ain't nothing there.
Esta é tudo agora. Boa. Miałem pauzę. Całą собственную. Questo. Questo c'è. Scuola.
You've 5 seconds to make plain your intent before I let my boys here pitch some swill at you. 4. 3. 2. Last chance. Some folks really don't have the sense given to a sprat. Don't say I didn't honor Auntie's Choice's obligatory 5-second grace period when dealing with nuisance customers. Dribble, gob, muck 'em up.
Don't make me bury another agent! Now, let me know when you need it. Don't mind me.
With no rest and no downtime, we should... Hey, for Adrena time! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days!
Uyku kışlıyor.
I've
Diye
heard of this. A strike. Workers strike their employer to death. Toxic article.
olabiliyor.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans! If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can charge us for stimulants!
Mostly Spacer's choice there.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Have a profitable day.
Esse zavartear hast. Das Labyrinth. Aslında Labyrinth. Найти это главное.
Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to avoid customers. Is there something you need? See that repackaging facility down there? We're supposed to be working it, slaving away for a few meager bits that we then gotta use to pay for our own necessities. They work us like cysty pigs, charge us for the stems we need to yoke those hours, and don't let us relieve ourselves but in empty fizzy tea bottles we keep beneath our stations. So, we're making trouble until that changes. Until we get some respect. Until the privy is left open all day.
Мисля, че адреса се води оборище. Офиса е Роял. Ама не пишеше адрес. Може би като напишеш в Google и ще ти излезне. Роял.
Can't imagine what. Ain't like you could fix all of Auntie's Choice's hierarchy by your own self. I don't think you could even change this one dumpish overseer ruining our lives. Now, if you'll excuse me. Yes? They work us like cysty pigs. So, we're making trouble until that changes. Can't imagine what. Ain't like you could fix all of Auntie's Choice's hierarchy by your own self. I don't think you could even change this one dumpish overseer ruining our lives. Now, if you...
Malko misyoyla izlesin.
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
Что сьют? Сок вечно.
Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days! With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for a drink at a time! We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans! If you won't let us sleep or eat, you can charge us for stimulants!
Написано вря. Ага. 100% няма нещо. Няма да се запречка. Буде. If you won't let
us sleep for 8,
That's
you
right,
can
folks.
charge
The
us
chair
for
is going.
stimulants!
I can see the overseer up in her office. And we're definitely making her miserable.
Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days! We don't want to make demands, but... No more peeing in bottles and cans! No more bottles on factory!
Workers are too rowdy. Doors stay
Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause? We're causing trouble. We just found out that we're basically slave labor. And now we're learning to stand up for ourselves. Dunbar, one of our level 3 packers, explained it to us. He's got a new corpulent friend who's helped us understand the workers' plight of, our politeness or something. No. We need someone who's been given some authority by Auntie to come make sense of this mess. Until then, I think we're stuck just pelting Greg's office window with our refuse.
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time!
Yes? The whole reason we... See that? They work us like... So, we're making trouble until that changes. Until we get some Indeed. Gotta say, I'm glad to hear you are, at least in spirit, aligned with our plight. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Uff, como as animadas tipo типа Привет, я защо не ми дадат да им помогна нещо? Какво да правя? Rapaz, cara. И тия 1000 квеста, за кой ги изпълних аз, бе? Съм ги изпълнил сега за всички. И пък какво е? Те бяха? Скритно, а не.
You do know you tend to make folks a mite uncomfortable, right?
I do? That's certainly not my intention.
No? Huh. Perhaps I misreckoned you. We'll have to spend more time together before I'm sure, though.
I agree. What say we find some apostates to flay and wear their skin while dancing before them, watching the last flicker of consciousness fade from their lidless eyes.
Oh, shoot. Just realized I'm overdue to perform maintenance on my rotator cuff actuator. No flay date for me today. Sorry. Rain check, though.
Hope that wasn't intentional.
Moment of your time, Commander. Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since we're here and all, thought we might take it up now. Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake. Feels like high time I righted it. Now I'm out and about again. That's where the error occurred, I believe. Others judged it such. I shut it down. Believe I was wrong to do so. For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass on account of my decision. Hardly. Quite the opposite, in fact. She's one of the finest minds to ever grace the Order. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could right things, get the Order back on its intended path. Of course, Commander.
past the central tower of the archive. Too marvelous a piece of engineering to be in the hands of heretics, you ask me.
Тук е този сняг, бе. Ого, това е голяма карта, бе. То всичко ми е разкрито. Order. Support. Process rift data. Meet with кой? Сам, ще има. Ja, koi това е?
What could possibly be keeping the repair personnel so long? Oh, greetings. By any chance, did you happen to encounter the repair personnel I dispatched to Resistor Bank 2789B12? Our new JTY-1030 resistor banks are built with enough durability to suffer through a tremendous amount of misuse. But the brutish handling by the Protectorate is too much for it. The misuse is causing moisture uptake, which causes the resistors to give off more heat. In the snow, that means more moisture, which means even more heat. I'm sure you can observe that the problem is cyclical in nature. I don't suppose you'd be willing to aid me in fixing this? Ursopods, Protectorate forces, rogue scrappers, blizzards, mantisaurs, maybe even Auntie's choice forces. Truly a smorgasbord of unfortunate options. In the short term, it's wreaking havoc with the weather and causing small, localized blizzards. Long term, the archive would suffer irreparable damage to multiple systems. Undoubtedly, this would reduce its maximum operations per millisecond. Obviously, this is unacceptable. I loathe that, for now, our actions may aid the Protectorate, but we must protect the archive. It's down in the valley just southwest of the archive. The heat has liquefied all the snow off the glass surface. It is an easy location to observe. Oh, this is most appreciated. Unfortunately, the previous repair personnel took the only repair kit I had on hand. I'll mark the coordinates of the resistor bank on your map, but locating the repair personnel will be up to you. If you find him, you find the kit. I hope. Otherwise, the repair will be most difficult. I'll guide you.
Todos tunel na cadeia.
Not the most hospitable climate. Keep an eye on your fingers and toes.
I find your proposed time frame leisurely. Unaccountably so.
But going any faster grossly increases the threat of collapse. Burying us beneath the snow benefits no one.
So long as we are operating within the statistical parameters given to us. I see absolutely no reason to delay. Pick up the pace.
Happy to chat for 0.07 seconds. Oh, time's up. Bye.
Have an intellectually stimulating day.
Have you at least determined the cause of the avalanche?
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers! Corneal frostbite be damned! Hold a moment. We're involved in active conflict with corporatists beyond this point. Were I you, I'd chart an alternate trajectory, assuming you value keeping your anatomy intact. Gathering data on the enemy's movements and behavior. Blizzards raise the degree of difficulty, but that's our problem, not yours. Cloister has been a difficult front. Losing the archive, first to the invaders and now to the Protectorate, has made it even more painful. Never mind the rifts. If you're looking for a way to help us out, I recommend heading to Laplace's garden. Follow this path and you can't miss it. There were rifts since before the invasion, of course, but those were relatively stable. We've had no end to the headaches caused by the ones that have spawned since. Lost Newton to a bunch of rift worshippers after a rift appeared on the bridge to the archive. They're obsessed. Keep hoping they'll save us some trouble and throw themselves in.
Traitorous scum or not, the Glorious Dawn aren't known for making things easy.
Thankfully, the presiding bishop and the Laureate Council have the rift problem well in hand. So they say. I'll need to test the proof before accepting the solution, you know? See that giant glowing structure in the distance there? That's the archive's main entry point. However, I'd caution you to give it a wide berth. The archive's under Protectorate control, and they mean to keep it. You'll not gain access without serious military support. Are you in a high-risk life expectancy bracket? Because everything you're saying is precisely what I'd expect to hear from someone determined to lower the average. You and me both, friend. Only the finest place on this iceball. Words aren't sufficient to capture its many quality attributes. Best you observe it yourself. Avalanche collapsed part of the tunnel to the garden, so the safest path is along the cliffside here. Mind your step.
I don't much fancy bending the knee to Auntie's choice for help. Let's try petitioning the order first. Might be tricky getting inside the archive otherwise.
Please don't take me on a co-tangent.
Cause trouble, and I will school you chapter and verse.
Use caution as you progress. There's been reports of in the area.
Das mal öyle korkuma. Ne.
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale of 1 to 100. 1 being entirely pain-free, and 100 being the worst pain you can imagine.
There is far too much variability in that scale. The amount of pain I can imagine is hardly an objective measure of the maximum amount of pain I could actually feel.
Your observation is correct, which is a diagnostic in its own right. Now, if you were to indicate, using a scale...
I observed that.
Say, I observed that.
Going into shock.
Stand pat and return your ill-gotten goods. Internal records classify you a figure of ill repute, and with a significant backlog of fines. On behalf of all aggrieved parties, the Order demands immediate restitution. The data you reference is either entirely dated or exceedingly incorrect. Remuneration of one kind or another remains necessary.
Not certain what you were looking for, but you found my mistrust. I have many solutions, but none for your problems by the look of it.
Don't bother conversating unless you're prepared to cite your sources.
Do you see these magnificent weapons? They have the greatest destructive potential the Protectorate can bring to bear. Tell me then, why should they not have been installed here?
Not an issue of ammunition or targeting calculation capacity. Is it because of the low ambient temperature on Cloister?
Very astute. The ambient temperature is indeed below a critical threshold at all times, yet the Protectorate ignored our warnings repeatedly.
Instances like this, are they reason for the Great Schism?
Correct. At every turn we tried to guide them with logic and reason, but they could not see past their own hubris. Thank the Architect we are no longer exposed to such.
Perhaps you could discover one of these brutes and become the next senior.
You lose our respect. Not a complex equation.
Such a lofty, and dare I say, elegant goal. Good dispositions to you all, and good day.
That was dedicated to all the... Oh, hello. Cogitate here often?
Try not to deviate from the norm.
Another object, just gone.
Excuse me, I don't think you have the authorization.
It's fine, but don't get too close. You won't survive direct contact with the rift.
There's little you could tell me that I couldn't also tell you.
items we put into the rift, they've been reconstituted, but in a state far different from their original configuration. Fascinating. Lord damn it. It's reverted to its previous state. It's open again. Quickly, record all the relevant data and take down your observations. Reverted again! Infuriating! They opened it. Hurry, assistant, activate the monitoring equipment and take readings. Again, it has reverted. Timing seems similar to the last state change. But is that indicative of the properties of the rift or of the device?
Captain. I fear I have a confession to make. I have found being present on Cloister underwhelming. Really. What part about the situation is underwhelming? The corporate invaders killing our scientists en masse? The Protectorate's subjects raising our research? I sincerely hope you're not about to tell me it's the weather. What? No, I lost my thread of thought.
Please keep your behavior within acceptable parameters.
And how did you sleep? Decidedly horrible. If it was any colder, I'd be dead. And those Protectorate loudspeakers playing all night remind me of the pre-schism days.
I've been hearing them in my dreams.
You must answer for your audacity. You're picking the wrong lock from. Internal records classify you a figure of ill repute and with a significant backlog of fines. On behalf of all aggrieved parties, the Order demands immediate restitution.
Spalj po těch 800. Как я не знаю, ты читаешь или такое? Ну, странно.
Over here. You. I don't know you. But you, I do. It's good to see you, Asa. It's me, Severin. You know, I've never been to Cloister before. It's cold.
What is wrong with you? Boy, damn it! Did they mentally refresh you?
No, let's just say I'm well lubricated. You tried the new Prestige gin? It helps when you have to do something you really don't want to do. Yes, there are a bunch of sentinels in hiding. When I give the word, they're to execute both of you.
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
I didn't want to do this. I I guess I shouldn't have questioned the kill order so loudly. It was real. It came from the exalted leader herself. She summoned me, knew of the message I'd sent, said I'd ruined everything. To save myself, save the Dawn, I had to do this. I'm a coward. I didn't want to die. I'm sorry, Asa.
I do not appreciate your mockery. This is a true betrayal. One that demands to be paid for in blood. Starting with Acolyte Severin here.
No. Sentinels! Target confirmed!
Give the order and I'll...
Sentinels!
I see an unfriendly soldier!
You court slow, Commander.
Sentinels! The target is here!
Don't mind me. Troublemaker approaching.
Open again. Quickly. Record all the relevant data and take down your observations. Return it again.
Captain. I fear I have a confession to make. I have found being
Over here! Sentinels! The target is...
Troublemaker approaching.
Da, и той да отстреля с такова ли? Добре, ясно, не по-нататък. Тук трябва... Чак, къде беше? Чак.
You, but... No, let's just say I'm...
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
I'm sorry, Asa. No.
Give the order and I'll...
Sentinels! The target is here!
Troublemaker approaching.
Commander, watch your fire!
Ай, бе! Откъде идват още, бе? 실수하면 그래. 이거 여기 이제 또 누르면서
You, but now let's just say
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
Sentinels, target confirmed. Let me know. Troublemaker approach.
Recommencing hostage. I repudiate all rapid commercialists. Exactly, I must reload.
Keep your guts on the inside, Commander.
breve tam. Geliyor. Bestia Sentinela. Peregrino. Os Gore.
you, but now let's just say
Not before I mentally refresh.
No.
Let me know when you... Sentinels, the target is here!
Não sei de que.
Invasive elements! For our beneficent leader! We're shifting to a less
How are you still upright
Foi
over there?
mobile.
company. They're mine. Invasive elements! Replenishing my fire.
Troublemaker approaching.
Jasmine'in favracı.
Quick once over. Giving chase. All it took was some light instruction. Right? Back to it.
Middle hard!
Regain sight.
Step aside, swine. I found a message on Severin's body. The Exalted Leader betrayed us to save herself and used Severin as bait for an ambush. What a coward. The unspeakable things I will do when I find her. Well, once I find her. The Exalted... No, I won't refer to her as such any longer. Dagmar continually moved around for safety. She always initiated contact with me. We do know that she was in league with the Sentinels, though. There's nothing of it but to get ourselves inside their headquarters on Praetor. We'll track her by accessing their comm system. We don't need to worry about their systems. My parents were vigilant. I stole their access codes when I was younger, but never had the nerve or call to use them. Once we do, they'll become unusable, as they'll set off all sorts of alarms.
Advice. Deu tiro. Am samu za tijeli mi? Ti što ne mogu zema? Ali poharčih... No, zema. Let's go, hajde. Gdje ću ono? Tuka. Тук ли трябва да остане? Това да по... Купих ли го сега? Използвах. Колко имам до лева? 18 000.
And how did you sleep? Decidedly horrible. If it was any colder, I'd be dead.
Това за резисторите.
And those Protectorate loudspeakers playing all night remind me of the pre-schism days. I've been hearing them in my dreams.
Oh.
Antis can't even direct their deployment of food drops properly. Suppose I better clean this mess up.
I heard they analyzed... Your shift on the front line is about to start. Bid farewell to the fire.
Well, I would happily oblige and leave the warmth and freezing temperatures. If you recall, we traded shifts last week.
That may well be true, but it seems to me I do recall you still owe me a favor, and I am formally invoking said favor. Now,
Like, damn it all. Okay, just a few more minutes. At least until I feel my toes again.
Yes.
Cause trouble, and I will school you chapter and verse.
I don't know who Anti-Choice thinks they will convince with this poor quality propaganda. And I sure am grateful for the heat they provide.
Who said it?
I feel confident those weak-minded crowds would fall for it, though.
I wouldn't doubt that for
Not in the mood for a random interaction. Thank you.
You have a very non-scholarly look
Well,
about
don't you look run of the medium.
Just stay focused, keep your head down, breathe, recite pi to 1,000 digits to calm yourself.
Do I hear hammering? Please don't take me on a co-tangent.
This seems rather extreme. Are you sure you can't simply unbolt it?
As I already stated, the weather has iced over the bolts. They require the application of... Perfect. Our paradigm is ironclad.
Ever more content.
Hey! We're stuck in here. They have the gate surrounded too. They always come from that big building across the street before they open the gate. They must leave a key in there.
Coming up with some moves. Five more! Stay in the system. Serve the sovereign.
It cannot be as yet. If we do, they'll cut us down.
Prisoners are escaping. After them.
Oh, it took us some light and restorative cocktails with raised my inspections.
Are you going to be a problem? Because I have a solution that requires very little conversation.
No reason with you.
Show your work, Sherlock.
Stop deviating from the baseline.
Got my lamps on an unfrontal.
Protected subjects should prepare to be questioned, searched, voice analyzed, and phrenologically printed. Non-subjects should prepare to be shot, stabbed, blown up, eviscerated, or otherwise executed in accordance with protectorate law.
I see an unfriendly soldier.
All protectorate subjects should prepare to be questioned, searched, voice analyzed, and phrenologically printed. Non-subjects should prepare to be shot, stabbed, blown up, eviscerated, or otherwise executed in accordance with protectorate law.
Obviously, I am not questioning the paradigm, but I am starting to become distressed at the volume of soldiers being withdrawn from Cloister.
That talk sounds dangerously like independent thought. What do you do for mental refreshment?
The console provides, the system abides.
Warning. You are approaching protectorate checkpoint. All protectorate subjects should prepare to be questioned, searched, voice analyzed, and phrenologically printed. Non-subjects should prepare to be shot, stabbed, blown up, eviscerated, or otherwise executed in accordance with protectorate law.
Hostile spot!
assaulted.
All protected subjects should prepare to be questioned, searched, voice analyzed, and phrenologically printed. Non-subjects should prepare to be shot, stabbed, blown up, eviscerated, or otherwise executed in accordance with protectorate law.
All it took was some light instructions and a restorative cocktail to upgrade my imperfections.
Warning, you are approaching protectorate checkpoint. All protectorate subjects should prepare to be questioned, searched, voice analyzed, and phrenologically printed. Non-subjects should prepare to be shot, stabbed, blown up, eviscerated, or otherwise executed in accordance
I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal protectorate subject by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually.
Warning, you are approaching protectorate checkpoint. All protectorate subjects should prepare to be questioned, searched, voice analyzed, and phrenologically printed. Non-subjects should prepare to be shot, stabbed, blown up, eviscerated.
I know these warnings were designed to be as tedious and antagonistic as possible, but did they consider that we would be listening to them on an endless loop?
Of course they considered it. What could possibly be better for your state of mind than the constant reminder of what loyal subjects do to malcontents?
Right, malcontents. So if, hypothetically, to feel like maybe I'd be the one who'd be shot, stabbed, blown up, or eviscerated?
Eviscerated, or otherwise executed in accordance with
Okay,
protectorate
good to
law.
know. I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Zicumina cu tamme. Ce desfărat. Sniperul. Puteți, la sniper, però... Questo è spicciato.
Reason's Pass is off limits. Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado. First, it was Auntie's choice, then the Protectorate. After that, some daft cultists. I don't even know what group you hullheads belong to. Don't care.
Ready to waste them. On your
All
command.
motivations are relatable to me in only the vaguest abstract form. If you possess any at all. Don't leave all full of anger now. Just leave.
Unfriendly company.
Better if I go on scene.
Even here anymore.
So I can take the Adrena time. Get their time!
If you're weirdly intent on dying for nothing, it's your life.
You ain't worth scrap!
Let's see if they got the time.
Need to hold on!
Just give me the time!
Adrena time? I can have it?
There's my Adrena time!
Nasıl büyük diyor.
Need a hole to hide!
Enough of your dilly-dally!
Ignore go away!
Not giving up. There's my dream attack! I don't have time to kill. Only you.
I can unload!
Сил. Так, добре, разово не.
Let's wreck him! Privacy, please!